To it. NBA action on 2K Sports. I'm Brian Anderson, alongside Clark Kellogg and Grant Hill. Allie LaForce is our reporter. All right, let's look at the last handful of seasons and the steals numbers for Paul George.
And when you see the decline his steal totals have taken the last few years, you can see that he's not playing that type of gritty, intense D that he's used to. That's a part of his game he needs to bring back.
Now a look at Philadelphia's starting lineup. Kelly Oubre out there with Joel Embiid. Then there's George. Then there's Caleb Martin. And it's Maxey in at the point. And for the Nets, Nicholas Claxton out there with Dorian Finney-Smith. Then it's Cam Thomas. Then there's Bojan Bogdanovic. And it's Johnson in at the two-guard spot. An old-school feel to this one, Clark. Two excellent centers will be going at it.
Feels like we may be going back the first 65 or 70 years of the NBA, BA. I mean, we've become a three-ball dominant league in terms of style of play. Tonight, you'll see what basketball used to be, a game dominated by the centers.
And so off the tip, it's Brooklyn. Here's Thomas. On the wing, Finney-Smith. Here's the three. Thomas misses. Now Philadelphia with it. Their last encounter was in Philadelphia.
And in the last meeting, they were the better defensive team. They were the disruptors, causing turnovers all over the place.
Very satisfying performance, and one they'll look to repeat tonight. And they ended up winning it going away.
He's consistent from out there, especially when you give him that kind of room.
Here's Bogdanovic. Pass to Thomas. To the middle. Here's Claxton. Embiid with the nice defensive effort. It's Martin on the wing, covered by Johnson. Martin with the bucket.
His nimbleness makes him a unique threat at the rim.
We played just over a minute here in the first. Johnson a screen on Maxey. Here's Thomas. No good on the triple. And here is Maxey. He had 10 points in the win against Dallas.
And he may have posed even more problems with his passing. They had to worry about him as a scorer and a distributor.
The Nets have gone 0 for 3 from the floor to begin this one. Johnson passes to Thomas. Outside Bogdanovic. From outside the arc. Sends it home from three-point land.
And you let Bogdanovic just catch and shoot like that, he'll make more than he misses of those.
Outside Maxey. Martin outside. Kicks it to George. Launches a three. Buries it from three.
It's a big part of George's game, the three-point shot, and for good reason. I mean, he's a sniper out there.
Brooklyn has gone 1 for 3 from beyond the arc. And without a superstar scorer, Grant, the question has always been, how does this Nets team generate enough offense?
Yeah, well, hero ball is not going to work. I mean, they've got to push the pace and trust one another and go from good shot to great shot. Just 1 for 5. Not the start they were looking for. Obviously, there's still plenty of time to get on track.
Maxey surveys. Embiid finds Maxey. 5 on the clock. George against Johnson. George, no good. Brooklyn trailing. Johnson passes to Thomas. Now Bogdanovic. Out of bounds. It'll be Philadelphia's ball. And when you talk about efficiency, these are the guys that come to mind. Here are the league's best shooters so far. Well, you look at Claxton, a guy who always delivers on offense.
He's been fantastic scoring the ball, shooting it at a high clip.
And so it's Maxey who brings up the ball for Philadelphia. They come into this one having outplayed the Mavericks last time out.
And it's just so hard to stop them when they're scoring at that level. They were efficient and didn't let up at all.
Well, it's really hard to stop them when they're in a groove offensively, and they were in a comfort zone all game long in that one.
The shot by Johnson, no good. The 76ers have gone 3 of 5 here in the opening quarter. And it's good. Fought through contact, hit the shot, and will go to the line. If you look back on Sixers history, the list of legendary big men is a long one.
Exactly, B.A. And let me tell you this. Embiid's name is right there near the top of that list. You know, you think about the likes of Chamberlain, Moses Malone, those guys certainly on the list. Embiid joining them, that says a lot. You know, one of the things you really appreciate about Maxey is how freely he plays. He just throws himself in there, fearless about looking for ways to get involved in the play and then make an impact.
Here's Thomas. No made baskets yet. Claxton passes to Johnson. Here's Thomas. And he lobs it up to the rim. Claxton can't get it to go.
Looking for the spectacular and coming up empty.
And, you know, guys, always a tough catch on the lob. Placement and timing have to be close to perfect.
Now here's Maxey. And he's been a big part of their offense, averaging more than 18 points a game. Pass to Finney-Smith. Now here's Bogdanovic. And here's Johnson. To the paint. Ball stolen. A chance to extend the lead to double digits, but it's no good. Here's Thomas. He's guarded by Martin. Here's Thomas. We saw him with 29 points in his last game. Lays it up and banks it in.
Whatever the defense gives, that's what he takes. A sign of a skilled offensive player.
For Philadelphia, they've gone 4 of 7, shooting a solid percentage. Maxey passes to Embiid, and Embiid gets the double team. Here's Oubre. Parked it down low that time. Got hit with the 3-second call.
And they do a great job of moving the ball. Top 3 in assists. This is a very unselfish team.
And their scoring average is the big one, if you ask me. It hasn't mattered what defense they're facing on any given night. They can fill it up against everybody. The Nets have gone only 2 of 6 from the field. Here's Thomas, a reliable offensive contributor, putting up almost 14 a game.
Boy, just cannot buy a bucket, guys. I'll tell you what, that's a painful quarter for him, and it's painful for me to watch, too.
Now here's Maxey. 6-point game. It's deflected. Now Bogdanovic. 17 points in his last outing.
I love how they've attacked the boards here in the first quarter.
Yeah, I like the way they're setting the tone. Really playing with a lot of energy here at the start.
And down the stretch of a long regular season here, Grant, this is where teams' training staffs earn their keep.
Absolutely. I mean, teams are so much more advanced than they were when I came into the league. The science, the technology, of course, the medical care, all of it being applied at the highest of levels.
And he drops a first. And this summer, the Sixers making changes on the bench. Grant, the mission statement is clear. Make it past the conference semifinals.
Oh, so clear, B.A. And while that's been the stumbling block in recent years, I'm not sure even that's good enough. This is a team with legitimate championship aspirations.
Second free throw, no good. Brooklyn has gone 1 of 4 from deep. They've been having major problems offensively.
Definitely in a bit of a dry spell.
Outside Bogdanovic. Knocks it loose. George with a steal. And it goes out of bounds. That one off Johnson. And so it's Maxey with it. He brings it up for Philadelphia. Up top, Embiid. And the call will be against Nicholas Claxton. That's his first foul of the game.
And that puts them just one foul from the bonus.
Yep, they'll be trying to draw that next foul quickly so they can start getting those easy chances at the stripe.
Martin, the pass to Embiid. Got it. Good job in the low post. Here's Thomas. Pass to Bogdanovich. This one for three. Knocks it down from distance. Bogdanovich has got 6 points.
Unfazed by the defense, Bogdanovich with the quick trigger.
George with it. Coming off a solid outing against Dallas. Outside Oubre. Now here's Embiid. He's guarded by Claxton. Embiid passes to Maxey. Here's Thomas. Outside Johnson. Shoots over George. That one off the back iron and out.
Boy, he knows he should have knocked that one down, especially with the defense not giving much of an effort.
The rebound by the Nets.
Everything right except the finish. Have to keep focused all the way through the play.
Here's Thomas. Back to Bogdanovich. 6 on the shot clock. Three-pointer. Philadelphia grabs the miss. Embiid's got rebound number 8 now. Martin outside. Maxey passes to Oubre. George with it. Finney-Smith's there. Drops in the three. Embiid's gotten his second bucket on the night.
George continuing to become a better passer. That's one area that's clearly improved over his career.
Brooklyn has gone just 2 for 6 from the arc here in the first. Johnson passes to Thomas. Back to Claxton. Pass to Thomas. Shoots over Maxey. Thomas, that's good.
His mid-range shot is very solid. I mean, for some reason, the defense let him have it.
The Sixers leading. Now here's Maxey. Outside Oubre. Martin outside. And here is Maxey. Shot clock at 5. And here's Oubre from the arc. The rebound by Bogdanovich.
He's giving his all, but you can't force yourself back on track.
George against Johnson. Pass to Thomas. The Nets need to get off a shot here. Bogdanovich from long range. Nails it from 3. Bogdanovich has got 9.
And, you know, making it look easy. Bogdanovich stretching the floor and then some.
Now here's Oubre. To the inside. Embiid. Shakes off strong D and gets to the bucket for 2 points. He's got 7. And the Nets call time here. Some changes for Brooklyn. Sharp, he's checked in for Finney-Smith. Milton comes in for Bogdanovich. And it's Schroeder in for Thomas. Drummond's checked in for Philadelphia. Lowry comes in for Martin. Brooklyn has gone 3 of 7 from beyond the arc in the first. And here's Johnson. Still no points. Pass to Sharp. Inside. Here's Claxton. And there's the slam dunk to finish it off.
B.A., the one-hand dunk just looks so fluid.
Yeah, and absolutely. Even smooth when he's powering it home like that.
Part of what makes him unique, guys, that combination of power and power.
Now Maxey. Up top, Embiid. And there's a whistle. He'll head to the line to shoot 2. It's on Nick Claxton. And one of the more imposing guys at the center position, Joel Embiid.
As unique a player as we've got in the league in terms of his size, just mammoth, and his agility and skill level. So special for a guy of his size. His production is absolutely crazy. Perennial MVP candidate now and perhaps for several years to come.
First one falls for him.
You know, what I respect about Embiid, in addition to his tremendous skill and size, is his willingness to keep working on himself. He's already an elite talent, but if he sees any room for improvement, he'll go to work to make it happen.
Simmons is checked in for Claxton. And Embiid drops them both.
It's not luck that he's so steady at the line. It's through repetition and hard work.
Outside Schroeder. Here's Johnson. That one falls. Coming off Schroeder's feed.
How about that dish by Schroeder? Always a good idea to get it to the open man. That's just good basketball.
Maxey finds Embiid. Drummond up top. Lowry outside. It's good. And the 76ers lead by 6.
That's a nice display of patience inside from Lowry. Didn't rush his shot, takes his time, and really does a nice job sinking these high percentage looks.
And so it's Schroeder with it. He brings it up for the Brooklyn Nets. Last game matched up with the Grizzlies. A tough loss there.
Yeah, that game came down to 1 or 2 key plays, and they just weren't the team that came up with them. Tough loss. They have to figure out a way to lock down the ball and stop giving it away.
Right you are. I mean, that's turnover number 3 already. Not the way you want to start a ball game.
And the Nets making a change here. Bogdanovich is checked in. Pass to Drummond. Down low. Picked it out of midair. Here's Milton with the drive. Always a nice way to start. Makes his first one.
They've now had assists on each of their last 3 buckets.
Here's Lowry, averaging around 6 a game. Embiid, high post. It's stolen by Bogdanovich. Ooh, and he took a hard foul on the shot. So he'll head to the line to shoot a pair.
Not just a floor spacer now. Bogdanovich getting inside there.
The first free throw is good.
You know, you look at Bogdanovich, and this guy is really outstanding at taking high percentage shots, and he's got what I call a natural scoring ability and mentality.
He's perfect from the line this time. There's 47 seconds left in the first quarter of the game. Lowry against Schroeder. Pass to Embiid. Out to Oubre. Rebounded by the Nets.
This has not been his best quarter.
You know, guys, it seems to me as though he's over anxious. He seems to be pressing, trying too hard, moving too fast. Just needs to calm himself down and wait for good shots.
The Sixers trailing. Outside Maxey. Lowry with a screen on Milton. 4 on the clock. Fires from deep. It's not going to go for him. Bojan Bogdanovic has been leading the charge for Brooklyn. 11 points in the quarter. He's on fire. Back to the game after this break. And close game underway so far. We'll see if either of these teams can jump out ahead in this second quarter. All right, what stands out to you from the Nets in this one?
Well, clearly they played well in the first period because of their selfless attitude.
Yeah, and you know, so many of their hoops came off an assist, which is a good sign of ball movement and sharing that ball.
Philadelphia has gone 3 of 6 from deep so far. Dennis Schroeder is out there with Shake Milton. Then it's Ben Simmons. Then there's Sharp. And it's Bogdanovic in at the small forward position. That's the Nets 5 as we get into the second quarter. Martin with the bucket. Martin's gotten himself going here. His first points of the game on the deep ball.
Gotta fight harder to get over those screens.
Well, I'm going to credit the screen. I mean, that's a good, strong pick he lays there.
Now here's Schroeder. He's scoreless. Here's Sharp. And a foul called on the way up. So he'll take 2 from the free throw line. And they say small ball is on the rise. But you look at the MVPs of late, Clark, a lot of superstar bigs.
Yeah, that's a great point, B.A. I mean, Embiid, Jokic, Giannis. I mean, with the floor spaced, I think it's freed up everybody that has ball skills to be able to make plays. And a lot of these guys are north of 7 feet that are doing it. Whether it's off the dribble or pass and catch or knocking down mid-range and long-range shots, I think it's added to the versatility of stars in the game, the different positions where you can start from because of how the game is played now.
And the second free throw is good. Philadelphia's got 4 of 7 threes to go so far in this game. It's George on the wing. That one doesn't drop. Ooh, good work defensively by Milton. And here's Schroeder outside. And it's Martin with the rebound. The Sixers leading. Lowry surveys the D. Pass to Covington. George outside from deep. The rebound by Simmons.
Just enough of a shot contest to bother him.
Now here's Milton. And here's Schroeder. Fires the 3. Unable to get that one.
You know, defensively, you just can't afford to give him that much room. They're fortunate that he missed that one.
Martin outside. Lowry against Schroeder. George outside. Shot clock at 6. Floats one up. So it'll be 2 free throws. He was fouled in the act of shooting. You know, over his career, Paul George has racked up more than his fair share of accolades, Grant.
Well, he's a fixture at All-Star Weekend, that's for sure. Now, he's made the All-Defensive Team more than a few times. He's had an outstanding career.
That's good from George.
You're not going to find many better two-way players than George. He gets after it at both ends every night.
George hits them both. Milton with it. He's got 5. Outside Schroeder. They set the screen. The three is up. Counted from distance. And it's a tie ball game.
Well, that's just an intelligent play call by Schroeder. They're using the pick to get himself a good look.
Time now to hear from our reporter, Allie LaForce.
Hey, Brian. Well, the Sixers have so much firepower, but it's all about chemistry. Anyone knows the way teams grow is by talking and being around each other. The connection between the stars, it's going to help them reach their peak. Brian?
Well, they've had to deal with some adjustments for sure. Allie, thanks. George with the bucket.
And George is so smart, so crafty on the dribble. He's just got an excellent way of controlling the ball and his body as he's dribbling.
And here in the second quarter of action, just a hair under 2.5 minutes played. Milton passes to Sharp. Outside Schroeder. Launches it. Rebound by the 76ers. Their biggest lead of the game was 9. Their next game playing at home as the Grizzlies come to town. That'll be the first of 2 games on their home court.
Just imagine if he was shooting better. The lead would be even bigger.
Simmons, the pass to Schroeder. And the Nets miss again. And here's Lowry. He'll bring it up for Philadelphia. Up top, George. Pass to Martin. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Back to George. Lets it go from deep. That doesn't go either for George. Brooklyn has gone 5 of 12 from three-point range tonight. And it seems like every team is looking for size and shooting out of the backcourt, Clark. Shake Milton fits that bill.
Yeah, you can't have enough of that size and shooting and versatility. Milton is 6'6", but he's got the wingspan of a condor. Excellent range on the jump shot. And I think he's steadily improving in other areas of his game.
And let's get your take, guys, on the scoring breakdown for the 76ers.
Making the most of their trips to the charity stripe, that's what they've done a good job of thus far in this one. Very comfortable at the line, and that's a good sign.
Another thing they're doing well early on is moving the ball, playing selfless basketball, and getting everybody involved on the offensive end.
Finney Smith's checked in for Brooklyn. Thomas comes in for Schroeder. Martin, he's checked in for the Sixers. Milton hits them both. And a little under 3.5 minutes elapsed here in the second quarter. Here's Lowry. 8 points in his last time out. Pass to Covington from behind the arc. That shot off. For Brooklyn, they've got nothing to go out of 5 attempts so far this quarter. Milton against Martin. Here's Finney Smith. Back to Milton. Over George. Milton, no good.
Nice work defensively, meeting him up top and forcing the miss.
Lowry, the pass to George. Outside Covington. There's the triple. It's good. Set up beautifully by George. George has got 3 assists in the game.
How about the alertness of Covington? I mean, sensing the separation from the defense and then cashing in on that space that was created.
Finney Smith, a screen. Here's Milton. And he was fouled while in the act of shooting, so he'll take 2 free throws on Robert Covington. That's good for Milton.
And give them credit for making a more concerted effort to get to the line this quarter.
Yeah, I like everything you said there, because when all else fails, if you can get to the stripe, that's really a good way to change the momentum in the game, because you get points and you also slow down the opponent because the game isn't going up and down as much.
Claxton, he's checked in for Brooklyn. Milton hits them both. Philadelphia's gone 2 of 5 from distance here in the second quarter. Bogdanovich against George. Pass to Embiid. Strong finish by Embiid.
Defense goes right at Embiid, but that size and strength of his, he just powers right through him.
Brooklyn's gone 1 of 4 from three-point land here in the second. Here's Thomas. Outside Bogdanovich. Beyond the arc. And the Nets miss again.
Yeah, and the defense really respects his shooting ability, and they showed it with that tight coverage.
Pass to Embiid. Fader on the way. And again, it's Philadelphia.
Embiid with a major contribution thus far. He's a guy that can carry his team.
Brooklyn trailing. Now here's Milton. 9 points in the game. To the paint. Here's Claxton. Drummond grabs the miss. Drummond's got 4 rebounds in the game. Wow, potent offense. It's been fun to watch.
Just aggressive and effective, taking it right to the defense.
Now here's Maxey. Here's Embiid. Claxton with a rebound.
Unnecessary to go to the fadeaway there. It wasn't needed. Could have just kept it simple and taken the easy shot.
Thomas passes to Claxton. Back to Thomas. Played it in with a nice touch off the window. Thomas has got 6.
And you like the balance here. Not just falling in love with the 3-ball.
Here's George. 7 points in the game. Pass to Embiid. Outside Maxey. And counted from 19 feet away. Maxey's got his second basket of the game.
Really not part of Maxey's bag, but he was feeling it that time.
Here's Thomas. 6 points for him. Offensively, it's been a struggle for him.
Yeah, they need to string together some shots to have any kind of chance.
And the Nets call time here. Johnson, he's checked in for Bogdanovich. And Philadelphia also making a switch. Oubre's checked in. Here's Milton. 9 points in the game. And here's Claxton. Pass to Thomas from the arc. Joel Embiid with the board. Embiid's got double-digit rebounds now in the game. Now Maxey. He's got 5. Out of bounds. It'll be Brooklyn's ball. Well, you'd rather not put these guys on the line. The top free throw shooting teams in the last month. 4th, the Sixers.
And looking at last month, this team really got it done from the charity stripe. Whenever you fouled them, they made sure to make you pay for that mistake.
Brooklyn has gone just 1 of 6 from the perimeter here in the second. Here's Thomas. He has 6. Outside Johnson. 4-3. And the Nets miss again.
And the shooter had very little space on that attempt.
And guys, that's exactly the kind of high-impact defense they want to see out of him.
Martin outside. Embiid a screen on Johnson. Back to Maxey. Here's the floater. Just 5 on the clock. George with the bucket.
Seems effortless for George, that quick release of his.
So it's Brooklyn now, trailing by 8. It's off to Detroit after this game, where they will face the Pistons. That's the first game of a 6-game road trip. Back to Thomas. There's the three. Gets the three to fall. Thomas has got 5 points in the quarter.
Much more efficient this quarter. Feeling more and more confident.
Pass to Oubre. Back to Maxey. Ooh, good finish at the rack off the slick feed. And the 76ers lead by 7.
You know, Maxey finds all kinds of ways to score, and he knows only one speed. Flat out, all out.
Here's Thomas. 9 points in the game. Johnson with it. Back to Thomas. Outside Finney-Smith. Lets the three fly. And again, Brooklyn with the triple.
Finney-Smith a threat both under the basket and way out beyond the arc. He's got great range.
Now here's Maxey. 7 points in the game. Outside Oubre. Back to Maxey. Pass to Oubre. Martin outside. Now Embiid. He's guarded by Claxton. For three, Maxey. Another three for Philadelphia.
Big time answer by Maxey. Boy, was he dialed in there.
Now a timeout called by Brooklyn. Bojan Bogdanovic checked in for Brooklyn. Let's take a look at the numbers for Kelly Oubre.
He's been really dialed in from deep during these last 5 games. Looking assertive and in control every time he rises up to shoot from beyond the three-point line. And it's been fun to watch.
Brooklyn has gone 7 for 17 from three-point range so far in this matchup. Ooh, too long in the paint, and he's hit with a 3-second violation. Here's Thomas. Cashes in the 12-footer. Thomas has got 11.
Really good pass from Finney-Smith. He understands that you can't squeeze that orange if you got somebody ready to catch and shoot.
Martin a screen. Here's Maxey. And he's going to the line for 2. The official saw contact while he was going up.
Maxey is a do-it-all guard. I mean, defense never knows if he's going to shoot it, pass it, or take off the dribble.
First free throw is good.
Yeah, just knocking down every free throw. I mean, I love to see this kind of efficiency.
Yeah, you have to make teams pay for fouling you. That's why they call them free. And they've done exactly that, made them pay.
That one falls, so he hits both of them. Brooklyn trailing. Here's Thomas. He's got 11. A minute 58 left to play in the first half.
Yeah, no question about it. I mean, as they're looking to battle back, that's one of the key elements. You got to rebound.
And it's Maxey missing. Brooklyn's gone 7 for 17 from three-point range so far in this matchup. Here's Thomas, a reliable offensive contributor, putting up almost 14 a game. Bogdanovich, no good.
After nailing 3 trays to start this game, he's gone silent here in the second quarter.
Out to Oubre. Jacks up a 3. No luck on that one. Good D by Finney-Smith. Well, the Nets shooting 40% so far in this one. And given the chance, Clark, Kelly Oubre's shown he can be a go-to scorer.
I always liked his game. He was just so volatile. He'd get out of control at times, but he's really worked hard to refine his emotions, which has helped him refine his game, and he's added some strength. All of that has made him a pretty potent offensive package.
And he got the whistle on the way up, so he'll be headed to the line for a pair.
Boy, George can really change pace quickly. He's excellent at drawing physical contact.
That's good from George.
You know, he didn't get to the line in that entire first quarter. But right now, he's showing some aggressiveness out there.
So the Nets making a switch here. Sharp's checked in. That one misses, so he goes 1 for 2. There's 53 seconds left in the half. Outside Bogdanovich. Back to Thomas. 5 to shoot. And that one's good. Thomas has got 9 points now in the quarter.
Seems like he can't miss right now, guys. I mean, completely in the zone this quarter.
Here's Maxey. 12 points for him. 29 seconds left in the first half. Pass to Embiid. Oubre with it. Finney-Smith pulls it in. Finney-Smith's got 4 rebounds now.
Yeah, I tell you what, for him, this has been a game to forget. But somehow they still find themselves with the lead.
Oh, there's the alley.
A great read between those two guys. The defense didn't stand a chance, B.A.
These two teammates right here, Grant, they are connected.
And I tell you what, guys, that's a big play to make in a close game. Potential momentum builder there.
And the first half comes to a conclusion in a game that's been very close so far. Sixers ahead, leading by 3. All right, now let's check in with Allie LaForce. Allie, what do you have?
Joel, you got out to an early lead. A lot to like in your performance thus far. What have you liked about it?
Oh, I thought we played great. Defensively, I know that I had someone behind me if I made a mistake that was going to protect the rim. I thought we did great.
Thanks, Joel. Guys?
Thanks, Allie. After the break, we'll see you right back here to begin quarter number 3.
Hey, everybody. The story of the first half, Joel Embiid asserting his dominance.
Unreal discipline at the offensive end. He can quickly assess what the defense is trying to take away and then make a move to counter.
It's been a calculated effort, no doubt, and with great results, shooting over 60% in that first half. And let's take a glance at what lies ahead, a look at the upcoming schedule.
And for that game against the Pistons, well, it should be competitive throughout. Neither team with a clear edge. I just think it's too close to call. Man.
You are so afraid to make a pick, huh? Typical Kenny.
And that's it for halftime. Thank you for joining us. We send you back to Brian Anderson for the start of the third quarter.
And after a fairly even first couple of quarters, this second half could turn out to be a great one as both teams trying to gain an edge. Well, you look at Joel Embiid. He's playing really well right now.
And given that he's just delivered a double-double through 2 quarters, I'm excited to see his stats at the end of the night.
Yeah, he's got that locked-in look in his eyes tonight, and he's not going to start taking it easy. I think he's going to be going hard until that final whistle blows.
And the 76ers, looking at who they've got. Paul George out there with Kelly Oubre. Then there's Caleb Martin. Then it's Maxey. And it's Embiid in at the 5, roaming the paint.
Yeah, that's his spot. And the defender did everything he could to interfere with the shot.
Here's Thomas. Maxey covering. Thomas misses.
Oh, gritty defense. Protecting the rim at all costs against a guy who has all sorts of ways to finish.
Let's check in with our reporter, Allie LaForce.
Joel Embiid talked about setting the tone. He said it's not easy being a leader. I'm not an off-the-court guy. I'm more reserved. But on the court, I show up. That's the way I like to lead, dominating on the court, offensively, defensively, and try to bring everybody along with me. Brian?
He does it well, for sure. Allie, thanks for that. Now here's Oubre. Tipped. Fast break, Brooklyn. Outside Bogdanovich. Embiid with a steal. And now the Sixers on the break. Oh my! Throw it down.
Awesome. Well, he's got such a good understanding of when to go after the steals. Excellent instinct defensively from Embiid there.
Outside Finney-Smith. Out of bounds. It'll be Philadelphia's ball. As we approach the postseason, let's see how things are shaping up in the East. Taking a look at Philadelphia, with the playoffs fast approaching, they are well positioned at second place in the conference. And of course, Brooklyn. They currently find themselves down in the bottom of the conference.
Well, right now for the 76ers, their fans were expecting a lot from this team this year, and they haven't disappointed them. It's been a terrific season, and they're far from done yet heading into the playoffs.
It's obvious their eyes have been squarely on the postseason for a while. It'll be fascinating to see if the regular season dominance carries over.
Just over 1.5 minutes have passed in the third quarter. Inside, can they get it? And he makes no mistake. Slam dunk.
Man, what a pass that was there. He really relishes making the game easier for his teammates.
And Maxey's got the ball here for Philadelphia. They've only allowed 2 points so far in the second half. Pass to Martin. Outside Oubre. Now here's George. 6 to shoot. Over Bogdanovich. And George with the basket on the assist by Oubre. George has got 4 points now in the quarter. They've got plenty of time to get back into this.
Yeah, I'm sure they feel pressed, but this is when you have to stay calm and execute.
Right side, Bogdanovich. Takes a 3. Hits the trifecta. Bogdanovich has got 15 points.
Boy, a major impact being made by Bogdanovich offensively. He's making it happen out there.
Outside Maxey. It's Martin on the wing. Back to Maxey. All sorts of time. The rebound by the Nets.
Yeah, you have to knock those down. Open shots inside the arc are rare in this league.
Bogdanovich with a screen on Embiid. Here's Thomas. The rebound by Embiid. The 76ers have gone 4 of 6 from the floor in this third quarter. Oubre passes to George. And there it is for him. 17 points in the game.
And another great assist. The offense is really clicking now.
You know, the defense has really been kept off balance because of the outstanding passes. 4 straight field goals have been made off an assist.
Now a timeout called by Brooklyn. Paul George with a strong contribution so far in this one.
Well, you know, he's destroying them right now, guys. This defense has to make an adjustment to try and cool him off.
And they come in at number 2 for fast break points. Their ability to rocket up the court and demoralize the other team with their quickness is so impressive.
And in today's NBA, it's all about the three-point shot, right? And these guys shoot it at such a phenomenal clip. Tops in the league, in fact. Their ability to space the floor is exceptional.
Man, the defender really went after him.
Yeah, if you're going to foul, then make sure that you don't give a chance for the and one.
That free throw, no good. Well, Grant, we've seen some teams double up with superstar players at the same position in recent years. Sometimes it works.
Yeah, you know, and other times it doesn't work. I mean, it forces a coach to be very creative. When you have multiple players who are used to being the guy, it can be hard to keep everyone happy.
Third quarter action. Just under 3.5 minutes have passed. It's Martin on the wing. And the three off target. The Nets have gotten 2 of 4 shots to go since the break. Picked by Bogdanovich. The 3 ball. And again, it's the Nets missing. Philadelphia's gone 1 of 2 shooting from the perimeter since halftime. Here's Embiid. Down low. Embiid puts it in.
Showing off the superb handles for a 7-footer. Joel Embiid handles that thing tight.
Here's Thomas. Maxey covering. It's stolen by Maxey. 3-on-3. George for 3. He buries it from 3. George has got 20 points. And a chance to catch up on some numbers here. The hustle stats for the 76ers.
Really a great job in this one, forcing the issue defensively. Great quickness and discipline combined, making ball handlers very uncomfortable.
And another note, how about the way they've cashed in off turnovers, taking advantage when given the extra opportunity.
Now here's Martin. Pass to Maxey. Martin against Johnson. Here's Embiid. Oh, and there's the whistle on the shot. So 2 free throws for him coming up. It's on Nick Claxton.
Well, I tell you, it's pretty obvious. Embiid takes pride in and enjoys tricking his defenders and getting them to jump on the pump fake.
The first one falls. Sharp, he's checked in for Claxton. That one's no good. And so it's Johnson with it. He brings it up for the Brooklyn Nets. It's a 14-point game. Here's Thomas. Maxey covering. The baseline J is on the way. No good. A bit long that time.
Yeah, you know, they're losing in large part because he's not playing well. It's really as simple as that.
Outside Oubre.
Hey, yo, right here.
Martin, the pass to Embiid. Sharp grabs the miss. Sharp's got rebound number 5 here tonight. And that one falls for Bogdanovich. Lowry, he's checked in for Tyrese Maxey. The Nets have gotten only 2 of 7 shots to go in the third quarter. Here's Thomas. 14 points for him. Bogdanovich finds Johnson. Outside Finney-Smith. Pass to Bogdanovich. 5 on the clock. Shoots over George. Bogdanovich, no good.
Well, the defense refusing to give up anything easy. Love seeing that kind of intensity.
Embiid, high post. And here's Martin. Takes the 3. Brooklyn with the board. Sharp's got 6 rebounds in the game. Johnson passes to Bogdanovich. It's Thomas on the wing. He's guarded by Martin. Oh, sweet move. Thomas misses. Philadelphia with the ball. They're on a 17-7 run. It's George on the wing. Rebounded by the Nets. Sharp's got his 7th rebound here tonight. Boy, they'd love if anyone could get a bucket.
Yeah, their offense has been grinding to a halt.
Pass to Johnson. And it's going to be out of bounds. The Nets will retain possession. And now we go to the 2K leaderboard to look at the teams with the most blocks per game over the last month. Brooklyn, second.
These guys have been so impressive down low on the defensive end, denying shots left and right over the past month.
Milton's checked in for Brooklyn. And he lobs it up.
I would imagine it's nearly impossible to not get fired up after that play.
Grant, check these guys out on the bench. Their reaction says it all. They are fired up.
And that's what those alley-oops will do for a team. Ignition switch ignited.
Milton against George. Out to the right wing. Here's Embiid. He's got it going on. Now 7 for 10.
Adds to their lead. They've been able to rely on him all night.
And here's Milton. He's got 9. To the inside. Oh, stolen by Embiid. And now the Sixers on the break. Oubre. And so he draws the foul, headed to the line to shoot a pair.
Yeah, really left him no choice there. He had the foul and keep him from converting the easy bucket.
And that one falls for Oubre. Andre Drummond is checked in for Philadelphia. So Oubre nails them both. Brooklyn with the ball. Down by 15. Milton against George. Outside Johnson. The 3 is up. It's hauled in by the Sixers.
They've had a slight leg up on the boards and a big leg up on the scoreboard.
Well, you take a look at all of the stats, the team stats that is, and that's one of the many areas that they've had the advantage. And as a result, they've got a big lead.
Milton with it. Guarded now by George. Left side, Finney-Smith. Pass to Thomas. Back to Finney-Smith. 6 on the shot clock. Milton for 3. It's hauled in by Oubre. Oubre's got 6 rebounds in the game. And he drew the blocking foul, so he'll go to the line to shoot a pair.
And they're among the top 5 teams in second chance scoring. I like the attitude of this team. They play hard, willing to do the dirty work down low.
And let's go back to the transition game. They run the break as well as anybody. You might outwork them, but you're not going to outrun them. First free throw is good. Good on both. And the Nets with possession here. 17-point game. Here's Thomas. He's guarded by Lowry. Thomas passes to Finney-Smith. He drops it from range. Finney-Smith's got 6.
Finney-Smith doing what we've come to know he can do. Knock down that jumper with a smooth stroke.
Lowry outside. There's a screen. Here's Martin to the middle. Here's Oubre.
Wow. Since the break, he has struggled to get going.
Oh, he got him with a pump fake, but he couldn't finish. Thomas passes to Milton. Here's Thomas. 14 points for him. And there's another one for the Nets. And it's the Sixers with the ball. 17 points was their biggest margin. Lowry, the pass to Drummond. And here's Oubre from the arc. Hits a three-pointer. Oubre's got 8 here in this quarter.
Right now, the defense needs to do a better job of closing out on this guy. He's heating up from outside.
Here's Thomas. 16 points for him. Outside Johnson. Pass to Sharp. George against Milton. Back to Sharp. Finney-Smith up top. Shot clock at 5. Here's Milton. They set a pick. Shoots over George. The rebound by Lowry. And here's Lowry. He'll bring it up for Philadelphia. The lead is 15. Martin takes it in. No good on the shot. Brooklyn has gone 2 for 5 from 3 since halftime. Milton passes to Thomas. And the Nets, another 3.
Could have been much better defense. I mean, you can't give this guy any room to operate.
Here's Lowry. A minute 31 left in the third quarter. Pass to Oubre. Over Finney-Smith. Oubre can't hit. Brooklyn has gotten 3 of 6 threes to fall in the third quarter. Now here's Johnson. Back to Thomas. Outside Johnson. The 3. And it's Philadelphia with the rebound. Drummond with the ball. Milton covering. George passes to Lowry. 50 seconds left in the third quarter here. Kicks it to George. And they're on the run. Here's Thomas. Had a chance there to cut it to single digits, but it's off target. Philadelphia shooting the ball at 46% from the floor. Oubre can't hit. Brooklyn shooting just about 33% since this second half started. Here's Thomas. He's guarded by Martin. 8-second difference between the shot clock and game clock. There's the screen by Johnson. Thomas Oubre with a steal. Lowry outside. With 1 on the clock. Ooh, he released it in time, but it's off the mark. Well, through 3 quarters of play, down double digits. It may be difficult to overcome. The Sixers on top, up by 12. And we're coming right back after this break to get the 4th quarter started. And now we have a moment to reveal our State Farm assist of the game.
And he definitely deserves the award. Reading the defense like a point guard.
Terrific versatility coming from a big man. Not something that the majority of big guys possess.
Well, there may not be a lot of drama down the stretch as we head into the 4th quarter, but stranger things have happened. Ben Simmons is out there with Bojan Bogdanovic. Then there's Sharp, then there's Shake Milton, and it's Schroeder in at the point guard position. So that's the lineup for Brooklyn.
And even after airtight defense like that, you still just expect him to hit those kind of shots.
Down low. That's good from Covington on the assist from Lowry. And the 76ers lead by 14. And the Nets shooting just under 40% from the field. Milton passes to Schroeder. And he drops in the layup off the glass.
So crafty and clever at finishing inside. Schroeder doesn't lack confidence trying to get it up and down from this area.
Now Lowry. Pass to Covington. Drummond to screen on Bogdanovic. And he's going for the oop here.
A savage reverse jam. That takes great body control.
No question. He was making a statement right there, man.
Memorable. Keep that one in the career highlight reel for sure.
We're just over a minute into this final quarter of play. Now Bogdanovic. Fires for 3. Give him that one. Now shooting 5 for 11 from the floor.
Making his mark from long range today. That's his 2nd triple of the half, his 5th overall.
Final quarter here, and we're just over a minute and a half through it. For 3, Covington. The rebound by Simmons. Knocked away. Here's Martin. Oh, and makes it with the kiss.
Taking it right at the rack. I mean, that defense is looking real frustrated.
Well, they should be. I mean, it has not been a good performance for them at that end of the floor.
Now here's Simmons. Laid it in with a nice touch off the window. Simmons has got his first points of the night.
Simmons really comfortable in tight, and he's so skilled, he makes it look easy scoring inside.
Lowry against Schroeder. Drummond. That's good. And so Lowry with the assist. Lowry's got 3 assists now in this one. A touch under 2.5 minutes have passed now here in the 4th. Schroeder passes to Bogdanovic. From the arc. And it's Martin with the rebound. The 76ers have gotten 4 of 5 attempts to fall so far in the 4th. Lowry right side. Shot from 16. And the 76ers tack on 2 more.
Setting each other up beautifully. I love it. 8 of their last 10 points coming off assists.
You know, nothing makes a coach happier than selflessness on the basketball court.
I'd like to see them run more plays for him. Maybe something in motion to make it harder for the defense to deny the ball.
Drummond to screen on Schroeder. Lowry, the pass to Drummond. Sharp grabs the miss. Sharp's got 10 rebounds here tonight. So active. Schroeder against Gordon. Outside Schroeder. Clock at 6. Up and over Gordon. And Brooklyn again with a bucket.
There's the added discipline to Schroeder's game on display there. Just taking what the defense allows.
Lowry outside. Pass to Covington. The three is up. And the three-pointer goes. Covington's got 5 points now in the quarter.
That's been typical of their performance today. They're sharing the ball and creating good shots.
Really a prime example of the difference in how these teams have operated offensively. Much more individual play at the other end. Boy, I like how quickly he threw the bounce pass there. Hard to defend against that.
And so Lowry will bring it up for the Philadelphia 76ers. 17 points was their biggest margin. Ooh, plenty of contact on that shot. Officials call the foul, and he'll take 2 free throws now. That one on Schroeder.
You can just see and feel the passion behind the play of Kyle Lowry. It's like he's always got something to prove every time he's out there, and that energy is contagious. It spreads to his guys as well.
No good on the free throw. So Brooklyn going with almost an entire new group here. Claxton, he's checked in for Sharp. Finney-Smith comes in for Simmons. Johnson, he's checked in for Milton. And it's Thomas in for Schroeder. And he's good on the second. Brooklyn has gone 1 for 3 in the fourth quarter from range. Thomas passes to Bogdanovich. From downtown, Philadelphia grabs the miss. Drummond's got his 7th rebound of the game with that last one. Maxey with it, and Johnson picks him up defensively. Good on the bucket. And the 76ers lead by 15.
You know, as you add experience, you start to see the floor better. That was a sweet find by Drummond.
The Nets have gone 6 for 9 here in the fourth quarter. Here's Thomas. He's guarded by Lowry. Claxton passes to Bogdanovich. Here's Finney-Smith. Offline with a 3. For Philadelphia, they've gotten 7 of 9 from the floor in this fourth. Here's Maxey. Oh, it's blocked. It deflects off the backboard. Here's Thomas. Bogdanovich with it. And the Nets miss again. Now here's Maxey. Out to the right wing. And here's Lowry from the arc. Fires in the triple.
Well, Maxey continues improving as a facilitator, finding these opportunities to get the ball moving.
Here's Thomas. Pass to Finney-Smith. And the call is going to be, yes, an illegal screen.
His first turnover. He's been extremely steady with the ball tonight.
And the Nets making a change here. Simmons is checked in. And Philadelphia also making a switch. Covington's checked in for Lowry. And here is Maxey. And here's Embiid. Simmons defending. The fadeaway. Here's Drummond. And Drummond with the jam.
One of the key components of Drummond's game, he's an intimidating presence on the offensive glass.
A difficult situation for Brooklyn. Outside Johnson. Well, Grant, you had to guard some of the greats in your career, including Jordan and Kobe, LeBron. Who was the toughest to cover?
Well, for the record, I didn't really like guarding any of them, if I'm being honest. But no one, in my opinion, tops Michael Jordan. Of course, I had to guard Kobe the most, and he was very relentless, had no weaknesses. And, I was in my late 30s on one ankle. But who's counting?
First one falls for him. And the 76ers with some changes. Oubre, he's checked in for Drummond. And it's George in for Covington. Off on that one, so he goes 1 out of 2 at the line.
He's done a much better job of getting to the line here. Aggressively taking it inside and not shying away from contact. I thought he was settling a bit in the first.
Bogdanovich passes to Simmons. Back to Bogdanovich. Outside Simmons. Martin against Johnson. Pass to Thomas. Three-pointer. And it's Philadelphia with the rebound. Oubre's got his 7th rebound here tonight.
You have to credit their effort. I mean, they've done an amazing job on the glass.
And it's been a well-rounded performance. I mean, strong rebounding has certainly been at the center of it, but it's been good on a number of levels.
Now here's Embiid. Just 5 to shoot. Knocks down the long J. Maxey's got 19 points.
The numbers testify. Tyrese Maxey is one of the best three-point shooters in the NBA.
Here's Thomas. Well, Clark, the Stars may be extending their primes, but on average, the NBA is becoming a young man's game.
Well, I don't think that's going to change. I mean, the demands of the game make it a young person's game. By percentage, the league has half as many players in their 30s as it did in the 90s. It's faster paced. It's more demanding. There's more movement. There's more wear and tear. I think it continues to favor younger legs.
The D lagging on the break, and he makes them pay full price.
Philadelphia has gotten 3 threes to fall out of 4 attempts here in the 4th. Pass to Oubre.
Hey, yo, right here.
Back to Maxey. Driving inside. George for 3. Here's Embiid. Oh, that's his 8th make of the game. He's only missed 4 so far.
They're really working the paint now.
The Nets have gone 7 of 14 here in the 4th from the floor. Now Simmons. Outside Bogdanovich. And it's off from three-point range.
He just can't find a consistent way to score, and this team could certainly use it.
Pass to Embiid. Back to Maxey. George outside. Three-pointer. The rebound by Simmons. Simmons has got his 6th rebound on the night. Here's Thomas. And here's Finney-Smith. Gets the 3 ball to go.
Finney-Smith has a real good handle on his role in this offense. Takes high percentage shots consistently.
Finney-Smith's gone 3 for 5 shooting from the floor. Outside Maxey. To the inside. And the shot counts. He's fouled, and it's a chance for a 3-point play. And per the most recent CBA, players now get to share in the league's licensing revenue, Clark.
Yeah, you know, without superstar players, the league wouldn't make as much in licensing. I was glad to see the two sides come together on this issue. It's a delicate one, but I think they landed in a good spot.
Claxton, he's checked in for Simmons. For Brooklyn, they've gotten 8 of 16 attempted shots to go here in the 4th. Timeout called. Brooklyn. Boy, you look at Joel Embiid. He's playing really well right now.
He's been on a mission, attacking the basket all game long. I'm curious to see what adjustments they can make.
All right, we present our New Balance Player of the Game, Joel Embiid.
They continued to feed him throughout the game, and with good reason. They realized he was hot, had the hot hand, and they wanted to ride that. And he refuses to let them down, coming through at every turn.
You know, some guys aren't the same player on the road. Not this guy. He loves sticking it to an opposing crowd, and it only adds fuel to his fire. Johnson passes to Finney-Smith. Now here's Claxton. The D's right on him. Here's Bogdanovich. The putback. Controls the rebound and the putback.
Tremendous hustle, working hard for that bucket.
And so it's Maxey who brings up the ball for Philadelphia. Here's the pick. George outside. The three is up. And Maxey the bucket on the assist by George. George has got assist number 5 here tonight. And until recently, it seemed like a foregone conclusion that the NBA's age limit would come back down to 18. Are you surprised that didn't happen, Grant?
You know, B.A., I am surprised. We heard players saying it's not fair to make guys wait. You know, Commissioner Silver seemed receptive, so that was slightly unexpected that age 19 remains the rule.
And the first one at the line is good. A big group substitution here for Brooklyn. Sharp, he's checked in for Claxton. Ben Simmons comes in for Finney-Smith. Milton's checked in for Bogdanovich. And it's Schroeder in for Johnson. So he gets them both. Philadelphia has gotten 4 of 7 3-pointers to fall in the fourth. Lowry against Schroeder. Martin, the pass to Lowry. And again, it's Philadelphia.
And hey, Lowry will take his shot when the D isn't up on him. A solid scorer.
And for the Nets, they're shooting only 42%.
It's safe to say they have dominated this game. The game wasn't even as close as the score says in a great win for the Sixers.
And the disparity in the talent was obvious by the end. Sometimes you just don't have enough ammunition to compete.
Yeah, B.A., just a total beatdown. And the next time these teams meet, I can't imagine it'll be any different.
And their efforts tonight pushed them to 41 wins on the year so far.
And they've now won themselves a 2-1 advantage in this season series. We'll see if it's the same story when these two meet one last time.
You know, no matter what happens next time they meet, I think this was the biggest game they'll play against each other this season. Getting that 2-1 advantage means so much.
And we get spoiled sometimes, but we should take a second to appreciate what a sensational performance this has been for Joel Embiid.
Boy, I liked how he mixed it up on the glass. Wasn't afraid to get in there and do the dirty work. Showed some real grit and toughness tonight.
Now here's Lowry. Gordon with a screen on Schroeder. Lowry, the pass to Covington. 6 on the shot clock. Pass to Martin. The rebound by Ben Simmons. And Brooklyn has possession. And there's the lob. And stolen by Covington. Lowry with it. So no problem for Philadelphia as they get the win. Boy, this crowd has to be shocked by the way their team was dismantled.
Shocked and surprised. It doesn't matter what the matchup is. You never expect a road team to just waltz in and cruise to the type of victory like we saw tonight.
And now let's check in with Allie LaForce with the player of the game. Allie.
Joel, we've heard critics in the past question your level of conditioning. How do you answer those critics?
I'm just going to keep on doing what I've been doing this year, and I've been healthy, and I haven't been injured, and I'm going to try to keep that. I'm trying to keep that way. So
we'll stay locked in and wishing you the best health. Thanks, Joel.
Thanks, Allie. Great interview once again. Thank you for joining us. That'll do it for now. For Allie LaForce, Clark Kellogg, and Grant Hill, this is Brian Anderson saying thank you for watching the NBA, brought to you by 2K Sports. And as we leave, we give you our New Balance Player of the Game, Joel Embiid.